We're Logan and Jarvis, and we are currently on a massive road trip all the way across the US. If you're new here, go check out last week's video and see how we wound up in Utah. Otherwise, enjoy the adventures to come and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Welcome back to Allen Ball Adventures.
Good morning, y'all. As you can see, it is still dark outside. It is currently 5:50 a.m. We woke up super early this morning because, very exciting, yesterday we got approved for the Angels Landing permit in Zion. So we actually tried for this permit back at the beginning of the year, like the yearly lottery system, and we got denied. So we're currently in Utah, and this was our only other hope to apply for it and hope to get accepted for the daily one, which we did, and I'm so excited. Like, getting ready. We're trying to start the hike around 7:30. It's about an hour away from my parents' house where they live right now. So we are leaving in about 10 minutes, getting everything packed up. So we will see you at Zion and at Angel's Landing.
We are just starting out on the infamous Angels Landing Trail. So far, it's hard not to record everything because of how beautiful it is. Sidewalls are narrowing in on us, and directly in front looks like where the actual climb begins to go up the cliff.
These are some very tight switchbacks now.
Officially made it on Angel's Landing, where it's the iconic chain. Pretty exposed, but it's really not too terribly crazy. It's one of the most narrow there? Yeah. Nice. Out here at Angel's Landing, this should be the last push. Wow. Even though you have to have a permit for this trail and there is a ton of people, it's still not that bad. Like, look at this, we're mostly alone here. Wrapping up Angel's Landing hike. It did not disappoint. What do you think? 10 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Good morning. This is day 2 at Zion National Park. Yesterday we did Angel's Landing, which was epic, as you saw. And then today we are doing Zion Narrows, which I'm super excited about. These are the 2 most famous hikes at this park, so we are excited to crush them in 2 days.
Yep. We are officially on the Riverwalk section of the Narrows Trail. Definitely a lot of people here at the entrance after a long bus ride with a packed full bus. This is very nice. We are officially in the water portion of the Narrows, and we've come up on a small little waterfall, but a little bit of sunshine is dipping down here into the canyon. The water is definitely cold and it's hard walking, that's for sure. Well, we've walked in now 3 miles, and the amount of people still impresses me on this trail. There's a lot of people. I figured everybody would be thinned out by now, but it is so beautiful. So we've just came up on this side little slot canyon, and so we're gonna go ahead and explore up this smaller side, see where it goes.
So we are about 3.5 miles into the canyon so far. There's only been a few spots that you had to go chest deep, but it's pretty avoidable because the water is low. It's supposed to be 70 something and it's only in the 35. So it's really not bad. It's beautiful. The water's pretty warm, I would say. And yeah, we're having fun. We're gonna keep going and see how far we can get.
I would have to say this is probably one of the cooler hikes I've ever done.
I would have to agree. It's like perfectly challenging, but super rewarding.
Yeah, it's not quite canyoneering, but every bend brings a new beauty. I mean, how cool is this? Jurassic World meets canyoneering, meets hiking. What a beautiful day it's been up walking up this canyon. The water is refreshing. It's not as cold as a spring or anything like that. Just keeps you cooled off as you trudge up the creek. This is as far as we're walking, so we're gonna go ahead and take a dip. So as we stumble through these rapids here, something that's really cool about this hike to me is just how precise, as I fall, you have to make your foot placement at all times. And so it really makes you concentrate on what you're doing and be present about where you're stepping, or else you're going into the water. It makes you tread lightly, move naturally, and you know, then you're going along and you don't even realize you haven't looked up for a while, and how beautiful and stunning the huge canyon walls are that just seem to go up forever. But it's truly been one of the more challenging hikes as far as where to put your correct foot placement and make sure you're not getting swept down. And I think we've all got a little wet. But it's entertaining. It's almost like an amusement park. You know, like lazy rivers you go down. It's like a real life version. You just walking down the river. Look.
is pretty much it for the hike. We are almost back to the car. We're at 8.5 miles right now.
It's gonna be a 10-mile day by the time we're done with it. I would say it was one of the best hikes we've done, but I would recommend doing it in the off season or coming really early or really late, or else up until about mile 5, you will be fighting the crowd, undoubtedly.
Like a ton of people. Like you would think that people would stop and not go any further, but they definitely did. So
we got one more day here in the south side of Utah, and it's gonna be a fun one. So see you there.
Hello. Good morning from Sand Hollow State Park. It's a beautiful day. It's hot. We just got done playing on some trails, which we will insert those clips.
I tell you what, the professionals over at Matt's Off-Road Recovery, they make it look easy. Those dunes are soft, and our car is heavy. We didn't get stuck, but we definitely sunk down quite a bit, and the dunes are impressive for sure, but it was a really good time.
It's gonna be a beautiful day. We're gonna do some paddleboarding. Logan's probably gonna do some cliff jumping, and we just got done playing on the trails with the car. So we will see you at a cliff jump spot and on the paddleboard.
We've made it onto the water, so we're here at Sand Hollow, and we made it over to the Red Cliffs. I think we're gonna go do some cliff jumping. It feels really nice out. Water is clear and beautiful. We just had a great time cliff jumping. Well, I say I.
I was just tanning.
She's the camera woman. But an awesome little cliff jumping spot here on the, I don't know, east north side of Sand Hollow.
Yeah, Sand Hollow Reservoir.
Sand Hollow Reservoir. It was beautiful. Met some cool people. Did a nice little cliff jump here off the top of that, and it was fun.
Good morning. We are officially leaving southern Utah after having about 4 days of the most epic adventures, as you saw previously, and we are excited. Currently on the road to Salt Lake City before we head even further up north.
We go about an hour and a half north of St. George, and we stopped at the Heroin Gap Petroglyphs. Try to say that 5 times fast. So if you're good, we'd break up the drive a little bit and see some more petroglyphs before we go up north.
Yep.
It's believed that a lot of these petroglyphs in this area, or at least a large majority of them, came from the Paiute people, and it depicts their journey from the old world to the new world when they made a travel from up north down into this area. And so it's kind of a history lesson or history, what would you call it, directory, just kind of to put it on stone instead of paper. Obviously they didn't have that back then, so pretty interesting. We have found another one. Across this whole road tripping journey that we're doing, all the way across the US pretty much, we are trying to camp in as many free spots as possible, and we have been able to land another one in the mountains of North Utah. We got this nice long driveway, provides privacy pretty much on all sides. Got Ludicrous backed up here, and we'll take you on to the other side here. On this side of Ludicrous, you can actually see I used the Max Tracks for the first time today. So we wanted to level this out a little bit more, be able to sleep as flat as possible, and I think it gave us enough to make it work. So Didn't have to use them when I got stuck in the sand. Well, it didn't really get stuck, but that's why I didn't have to use them. So, and then over here, the solar is going well. Got it just running the battery. We're at full charge, but basically want to continue to power it at the same time as late as I can. And we'll go around to the kitchen and the living area.
Howdy.
Here we are for dinner. We've got some nice potatoes and a pork tenderloin. We're gonna throw in some green beans in there as well. So we found this campsite literally like 15 minutes from the downtown area of Provo, Utah. Took us no time to get up here. It's pretty phenomenal, and there is a massive mountain right there in the distance. How cool.
So we're just sitting here having a fire. And look at our little cam member over there. Good morning from gorgeous Provo, Utah wilderness over here. We just woke up and are heading up north to start our next adventure. So this will officially be our last day in Utah, which I'm kind of excited, especially since we were in southern Utah and it was extremely hot. I think I'm ready for some higher elevation and cooler nights because it's been brutal.
Yep, time to get up north. So this concludes our Utah video. It was a good one. It was a fun one. It was jam-packed. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to help support the channel. Share it with your friends and catch us in the next one as we go farther north.